And when such a child permitted him to be carried away while the influence was very mild in the beginning, then his act of sin created that state ultimately where it turned into a disease. Now, this is very common. This is not a rare thing. It happens in every case. Only you don't notice it. All the addictions begin like this. They begin with sin and become addictions. So when they become addictions, then you say, his poor man is helpless. But he was not helpless in the beginning. That is why he would be punished. Right? Thank you. Yes. What do you want to say that the food must be served now? Enough is enough? Is it the message from the doctor? Okay. But you said that. You raised the hand. Okay. So this should be the last question, because the people who are managing, who have prepared food, they would be waiting.
Right.
And
my question is brief. I hope the answer may be too. Although I'm not sure.
Beg pardon, you said?
My question relates to the causes and the results of the fall and the rise of the nations.
Right.
In present day, we see the powerful nations of the world, like those in the West. They are practically ruling the whole world, not their own countries only, and their leaders too, of course.
Right.
My question is that they are educated people who know history and who know religion as well, to some extent at least. The present day actions, which are based on complete injustice, as you have said in many of your sermons, why can't they realize what prevents them realizing that today they are on the top of the world? They should try to maintain that position by inculcating justice rather than unjust actions, which they are very much aware of, that they are being unjust in various parts of the world and to the various nations of the world.
The same applies to every sinner, doesn't it?
Why
every believer who sins knows it is wrong, and yet he does it.
I mean, they are educated people. They are
of course, they are educated people, but they are corrupt educated people. There is a difference between educated and uneducated. What the decisive factor is not education or lack of it. The decisive factor is the healthy attitude or corrupt attitude. So if an educated man becomes corrupt, he will be far more cunning in implementation of his corrupt practices and views than an uneducated person. He will be more dangerous anyway. So they are highly educated, so they know how to implement injustice more cleverly than others.
But don't they know that this will ultimately cause their downfall?
They know, but they know also that they won't be there by that time. There is that hope. And they know that at this time, if we assert justice, we will be the losers in politics. And the people are corrupt all around us. The platform on which we are standing wants crooked things to happen from us. So they are helpless in that sense. They know, but they also hope that by the time the consequences would develop, they would no longer be here. And they hope there will be no hereafter either.
So it means there is no hope for the near or distant future for majority of the human beings?
For the majority of?
Human beings.
You see, it depends on how you are talking of hope. At large, there is hope for humanity as long as the ultimate purpose of the creation is not fully consummated and served. And that is that the majority of mankind should accept the faith Islam, which is designed to be the faith of man as a universal animal, and it practices as a whole, benefits from it, and then it goes astray again. Till that happens, mankind will not be destroyed. So there is a very strong hope. But as far as the hope for numbers is concerned, we can't say. because numbers have always been sacrificed at the altar of quality. Being a doctor, you know how many possible lives are sacrificed for the sake of one single lucky sperm who reaches the ovum. Millions or billions at least in the whole lifetime, more than billions. May become trillion maybe. So the quality is what matters in the sight of Allah. So as far as the quality is concerned, unless that quality is achievable, of which I have spoken, mankind will continue to remain as a operative species on earth. Once that purpose is served and the mankind goes astray once again, then God will lose interest in their survival and whatever they do. Then ultimately that day of doomsday would dawn, which we read in all religions, which would wipe out mankind from the face of earth. Right?
Jazakallah.
Thank you.